Hi, this is Doug Ward from Tech Britain. Today we're here with Dwayne from Team Tracker. Thank you for your time, Dwayne.
No, glad to be here.
Just like to let our viewers know about yourself and your background.
Yeah, so I'm from the music industry. I spent 4 years at a big record company there, sort of the pre-iTunes days. It was a very different landscape, and it evolved very quickly through, commercially and a marketing point of view. Everything sort of seemed to change in those few years. It was very fun, it was very exciting, but it's still quite a frustrating business to be in. So after 4 years I left there, came back to Glasgow, doing a bit of freelance work, and just came up with the idea for my project and been working on it since then.
So how did you come across the idea, and what is Team Tracker?
So I'm a big basketball fan, and some of the freelance work I was doing involved working with the local basketball team, and through that I was doing a lot of social media, a lot of sort of video content, things like that. And just looking around at other sort of teams of all scales, it really seemed like it was a very sort of backward industry in comparison to everything else. And I thought that shouldn't be the case. It's got a very unique set of fans, it's got a very unique business model, and it's not really being exploited. I'd done a bit of travelling and sort of was looking at location-based services there and how they could be better used. And I thought, there's actually a huge opportunity here for location-based services with sports teams. You've got such a big fan base coming regularly, and current location-based service products don't really offer them anything competitive.
Absolutely. So in terms of like the viewers and thinking, okay, so if I'm using this, what's the experience? What is Team Tracker?
So Team Tracker will be, it's very much a work in progress. It'll be very fan-led. We're working on a sort of beta version just now where it'll be a case of use your existing location-based services, so your Facebooks, your Foursquares, you check in at stadiums or events like you normally would do. But we're looking at building a layer in between that, where if you register those accounts through the Team Tracker service, you'd be able to get different rewards, different badges, different opportunities, different flexibility there, as well as sort of tracking stats of games that you go to, which a lot of fans would like to do. There'll be a sort of competitive element. You'll be able to compete against fans, how many away miles you've travelled, how many goals you've seen scored.
Awesome.
It's really just looking at sort of making it a better experience for sports fans going to games.
Fantastic. And obviously we're in Glasgow, beautiful, inspirational grounds where you're based here. How did you come about being based here?
Yeah, so I mean, it's beautiful grounds and stuff. The office we're in doesn't have any windows, and it's a former mortuary, so I don't get carried away. But no, we've been lucky enough to work with quite a good initiative called the Digital Enterprise Glasgow, which is through the council, and that basically offers startups and pre-start businesses free accommodation for the first 6 months or so while they're getting started. I know myself that it would be very costly otherwise from doing freelance stuff at home, having the sort of the office space to come into to sort of differentiate between your home life and your work life. It's really important, and it's a good opportunity to focus, and it's a great opportunity to have sort of be in a space with like-minded businesses where you can learn from each other and share experiences.
So did you just reach out to the organisation?
I don't actually remember exactly how it came about. There are so many different agencies that do different sort of departments and agencies that do very similar things, and I think that once you start getting out there and you've got a sort of a business that people believe in some way or people hear about, then they're very good at saying, oh yeah, you might know this person, you might be interested in this kind of thing. So it just was a word of mouth thing. I think there was no real, I think it was, I can't even remember exactly, to be honest.
And how did you find the process of applying? And
yeah, no, I mean, I think Digital Enterprise is really good in terms of they're very quick to respond, they're very open, they're very very flexible, very helpful. And like I said, yeah, it's a good initiative. They run workshops for small businesses as well, so it's been very good.
Fantastic. And what's your thoughts on Glasgow's tech community?
I think Glasgow has a really strong tech presence, but I don't necessarily know if that's a community. I think it's very disparate. It's very kind of, there's nothing that really ties it all together. I think there's a huge opportunity there. There's a lot of tech-based companies. There's a lot of digital agencies. It's really strong in that respect, but there's nothing that really ties them all together. And like I said before, there's lots of little agencies that do little bits of something. There's little departments that look after this and look after that, and they're essentially under just one or two umbrellas. But they're sort of so fragmented that they find it was quite difficult. But once, like I said, once you kind of go through the first door, the first couple of doors, a lot more open up to you, and you begin to see kind of how a lot better how it kind of lies and what the situation is.
So would you like to see like something to bring it all together?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you look at digital enterprise and the range of businesses there is quite diverse. I think you look at eSpark, the range of businesses there is quite diverse. If there was something where the tech-based businesses could sort of be more collaborative with each other, I think that would be helpful for everyone, really. It's instead of having them split across the different projects and different centres that currently exist.
And do you think the government have a role to play in helping the tech community?
I don't know if it's a role to play as such. I think that they're, like I said, I think there is a lot of help out there, both on a tech-specific level and a business level. Just if you know where to look for it and you get through those first doors and those opening stages. I think something needs to be done that makes it easier to get into and makes it clearer from the outset exactly what the situation is. But I think that tech is notoriously it's a private run industry, and I think that something private that's also beneficial would be good.
Fantastic. And the vision for the future with Team Tracker?
Yeah, so we're at the very early stages of our project. Currently got a beta in development. We're looking to sort of launch one of those maybe July time. Get some beta testing done. And like I said, it's going to be a very user-led product. So once we get people using it, we'll take their feedback. We'll find out what more there is, what people want, and we'll just try and make it the best experience we can for people.
Fantastic. I'd like to say thank you for your time.
No, that's
Cheers.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.